Hey, it's Chris from the Content Marketing Academy here, and I've got quite a personal message today. I came to work today, or I woke up this morning and started getting dressed, eating my breakfast, got to work, a bit of a negative head on me, right? I don't know if you ever feel like that, where you just feel like, what's the point, right? And the reason for it is because I got up and I checked Facebook like I do every morning. I check Slack, I check Facebook, I check my messages and everything like that. Then I get up and start my day. I just do it that way. I know a lot of people don't, but that's what I do. And but this day it threw me off. On my Facebook feed, it was just everything about politics, bombing Syria, decisions being made, all the rest of it. And I just think to myself, like, that hugely negative influence, right? And I don't want to talk politics, really, because I'm not politically driven. It's just not my thing, right? And you can think whatever you want about that, but it's got me this far, and I seem to be doing okay. There's just a massive amount of negativity wrapped around war and everything to do with politics. And to be honest with you, even if we voted them in, and yet they're making their own decisions anyway. So what does it matter? My point is this, right? That I looked at Facebook and I was influenced negatively by all of this stuff going on, and then I thought to myself, well, what's the point of me trying to make a difference in my business with the people I'm working with, my family, my friends, the businesses that we work with? What's the point? Why don't I just go and make as much money as I possibly can, and who cares, right? Because the world's going to shit anyway, or so it seems. Or do I ignore what's going on in the world, right? Are the things that do not directly impact me, which seems quite selfish thing to do. So when you see something like people talking about bombing another country, you want to get involved, right? You think to yourself, well, do I believe in this? Is this something that I can get behind, this message? And the answer is typically going to be probably not, right? So my point is that do I ignore it and choose to ignore it with the idea that I can keep myself sane, go and make a difference in the world that I live in, do the best I can with what I've got, with the tools that I have, where I happen to be in the world? Or do I get myself bogged down with the politics, everything that's happening in Westminster and all across the world? Honestly, it wouldn't matter what I said on Facebook, it wouldn't matter what I said online, it wouldn't matter what I said in this, it doesn't even matter what I'm saying right now on this video. It doesn't matter. It's not going to influence political decision. It just isn't. And there's something that you just have to live with on that. Okay, so we go, and it's not like I don't care. It's not like I don't care about the innocent lives of people that are dying all over the world right now, this very minute, from natural causes and from war that's happened forever, right? So I remember, and this is what I was looking at, I was watching the news, or I was listening to the news or something anyway, something triggered a memory, something from where I was very, very young, maybe 10 or 11, I don't know when it was exactly, but it was when we were going to war in Iraq in the 90s or whatever. And like I said, I'm not politically driven and my history is not that great either, but basically, it triggered this thought. I remember being worried about World War III in the 90s, right? Everyone talking about World War III is going to spark World War III and all the rest of it. That was 20 years ago, right? And you're probably thinking to yourself, I remember all of that as well. 20 years ago, same conversations, same political decisions being made, decisions being made out with our control as, me individually. I couldn't have influenced that decision. My parents didn't influence that decision. My point is that nothing's changed. It's the same conversations. It's the same people making decisions. It hasn't impacted what I've chosen to do with my life, right? I've had the freedom up till now to do whatever the hell I want. In some respects, I've been restricted by politics in some respects, but we're living all under the same rules here. So you can choose to be influenced by this whole thing and let it affect your life and your attitude and the negativity and the way that you speak to people and all the conversations you have, or you can choose to ignore it and accept that they're going to do whatever they want to do anyway, and live your life the best you can with what you've got, where you are, using the tools and the resources that you've got at your disposal to do so. You've still got the freedom to do all of that. They're going to do whatever they want anyway. They always have. The people have been successful and unsuccessful through political change over the last hundreds of years, right? So it's really not going to make any difference. Don't have a negative head on yourself. If you're reading all the negative posts on social media and on blogs and on videos and on the news, try to limit the amount that you're taking in, because it will affect you. It does rub off on you. You might think I'm being as a selfish message, but it's not really. If I'm negative and I'm down and I'm upset about everything, how am I supposed to help other people? How am I supposed to go and do the things that I want to do, live the life that I want to live? We live in the UK, we live in Scotland. We don't live in a third world country. You know, if you want to live in a third world country and you want to help third world countries or whatever, go there and do that. I think that's the best thing that you can do if you want to make real change. It depends how you're driven. I want you to realise that this negative messages and the news really does affect you, and you can choose to limit your amount of time you're spending with it, or you can choose to ignore it completely, with the understanding that it's going to happen anyway. And if you want to get updated, ask somebody that knows what they're talking about. That's it. Otherwise, let's just stop all the stupid comments on Facebook and all the stupid comments on social media, and let's get on with what we're here to do. And that is, for most of us, we've got a dream, we've got a vision, we've got something we want to achieve, we've got a message that we want to get out there, and we want to help people, and we want to impact people's lives in a positive way. Go do that. That'll make the biggest difference. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you like the message. Don't forget to be awesome.